Well, good morning and welcome to worship at Peace Lutheran. I'm Pastor Dave Greenland, and this is the second year we've done a blessing of the animals. The first year was remarkable, and the second year is gearing up to be the same. As we have pets and dogs, cats, and one bird so far, and we'll do a blessing at the end. The service was emailed out to everybody in Zoom. And we've got a green sheet in front of us. We're going to sing one hymn from this red hymnal underneath you or in front of you towards the beginning of the service really quickly. And then you won't have to worry about finding that book again. Towards the end of the service or the middle of the service, we're going to be singing a hymn, All God's Creatures, but at the same time we'll have a video playing from YouTube, which kind of honors the animals. And I think we played it last year, and Crystal Wisen and Linda Wisen were instrumental in putting this together. Last year, we're using a lot of it again. So the way that this begins is October 4th is the annual celebration and commemoration of St. Francis of Assisi, who was wealthy, dropped out of the army, and went home and decided to just live a life as a monk, but wanted to find God in all of creation. It wasn't about praying enough, it wasn't about doing the right actions, but entering into the world as deeply as he could and inviting himself to see and be present. It's not so much how do you find God, which is, I think a lot of people want to know, how do I find God? What do I got to do to get closer to God? St. Francis, which would become the Franciscans, at the beginning he was not, they wouldn't allow his philosophies to even be in order, to have any kind of, which is known as the Franciscans today, because it didn't follow along the lines of any other Catholic tradition. You know, you're going to enter into the world. We were trying to escape the world, was the thought. The Franciscans had us enter deeply into beauty and wonder and awe. And you don't seek God so much as awaken to God's presence wherever you are. And I think it's in line with where I think we've all come full circle. And if you can, even in the barking, even in the nipping of noses to say, get out of my face, the dogs are doing that a little bit. They're just communicating with each other. And we do the same as humans. Except we don't generally nip at each other's noses. We just stay away from each other. And we've got another cat coming through the door. And this cat was hanging out last week right behind the church. The cat followed the family to church and was there waiting for them when they got out. So this time the cat has to come in the church. It might not be something that's usual. But so we give thanks for St. Francis for opening up our eyes and our senses. Our senses is how we come to find ourselves in relationship to this God that's always present. So we're going to start with Gather Us In, number 532 in the Red Book. And maybe the dogs will enjoy this too. They can join in. They don't have to get the right notes. But they're all are welcome to sing along. So 532, and we'll do 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4, 3 verses. And please remain seated and calm with very slow actions. 532.
Prior to you in the light of this day.
makes all the sense in the world here at this place that we begin with a reading from Genesis chapter 1. It's our creation myth. It's the first one. We've got 3, but this is the first of 3. And it goes like this as we honor all of creation. Chapter 1. And God said, "Let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind." And it was so. God made the wild animals according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that move along the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seeds in it. They will be yours for food. And to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures that move along the ground, everything that has the breath of life in it, I give every green plant for food." And it was so. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. There was evening, and there was morning, the 6th day. And then from Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. I also said to myself, as for humans, God tests them so that they may see that they are like the animals. Surely the fate of human beings is like that of the animals. The same fate awaits them both. As one dies, so dies the other. All have the same breath. Humans have no advantages over animals. Everything is meaningless. All go to the same place, all come from dust, and to dust all return. Who knows if the human spirit rises upward, and if the spirit of the animal goes down into the earth? It's kind of a real ancient text there. And I'm just going to say a little bit about those two things, and then we're going to do a remembrance of animals, which was kind of a holy moment last year. But I was talking with my cousin Jessica in California last night. She just had a baby a couple weeks ago, and it was a long labor, and they had to save her life. Emergency. It was traumatic, very traumatic, and she lost an awful lot of blood, and she was so aware of the care that was being given her and how fragile life is, especially at that liminal place of coming into the world and going out. And we were remarking as we were speaking to each other just how much she was opened up by recognizing, and so was I, and many of you, when little Isa was born, which means Jesus in Arabic language. Her husband is from Kashmir and Muslim, so Jesus in that language is the name of their child, Isa. And it was more like life came through her. It was a conduit. She continues to nurse this little one. It's like all this milk comes from the earth, comes from the nutrients in the ground, the water she drinks, comes from all of those nutrients, and is created somewhere, somehow, through some wonder, and it gives life to little Isa. So the earth is not something to be fought against. The earth is where we come from. In so many ways, the earth is our mother. And we have to love our mother. And so the idea of do we go up or do we go down? There is no up and there is no down. It's all one. And that's what St. Francis was about. We're all one. And when we got our first dog, when the kids were little, we got our dog because the kids wanted a guinea pig. And I started researching guinea pigs when Em was 5 and Nick was 3. They'd come home from school with books on guinea pigs, and I came to understand guinea pigs can live 12 years. And they say they're weird because guinea pigs, they don't live well together. at all, they will fight with each other if they don't have enough space. So the recommended space for a guinea pig is 4 feet by 8 feet. And at our little house on Melbourne Street, we had one bedroom that was 8 feet by 8 feet. And then the next line was, and guinea pigs don't do well alone, so you should have 2. So you need 2 4 by 8 foot sections. So we're going to have to build an addition on for the guinea pigs. And then it gets better. It says the guinea pigs don't care if you come or go. They don't get excited about you walking in the door. Now, I apologize if you're a guinea pig lover and you've got like a whole lot full of them, and you can give me an earful on the way out. Because I've been around guinea pigs. But the last thing is this, they stink all the time, no matter what you do. And they'll bite you. So I thought, why are we going to live for 12 years with a guinea pig when we could have a dog? Which I did not want to get. I was totally anti-pet. No pets. I don't want any dogs, I don't want any cats. Have had enough of them growing up. So we went and got Dakota, and Dakota gave us 12 years of the best years of growing up for those kids. And now we have Orzo. But when Dakota died, I'll just tell you about the magic and the mystery of the world. Dakota caught 2 squirrels in her life. She looks like Lola over there. She caught 2 squirrels, and she was shocked both times. The second time she caught the squirrel, never thought she could get it. It was in her mouth before she could even imagine. And we looked at the expression on the squirrel and the dog, and they were the same. It was like, ah! And they were frozen. And then Orzo spit the squirrel out on our driveway. And this wet, soaking squirrel was stunned, got up and ran up the tree. And Dakota never really worked hard at getting a squirrel again. But when she died, we buried her in the backyard. You know, all 80 pounds of her. And I cried my eyes out like it was a child. And the thing I realized is, you know, the joke is, if you want to know what God looks like, look at a dog. It's just God spelled backwards. Dog, God. There's something about that. And it's not just dogs. It's cats, it's birds, it's fish. It's the trees. If you can look at them in the eyes, it's not that you start to understand them. It reflects back to you the fact that you're a human and you belong here. And it's quite beautiful. So the day after Dakota was buried, and we said some St. Francis prayers over her grave, and we buried one shoe, a left shoe, with her because she always took left shoes every day. So we gave her one left shoe to travel. And when we came out there the next morning at dawn, it was summer, July, there were 3 squirrels, and I'm not making this up. There were 3 squirrels doing this whirling dervish dance on her grave in the dirt, jumping up and twirling, and then jumping down. Squirrels were dancing on her grave. But it wasn't malicious. It just seemed like the dance of creation was happening. And the squirrels knew. The squirrels knew. Animals know. So if you have one in your life, if you can be near one, it can show you how holy it is to be a human animal and to respect all of life. So at this time, I'm going to light a candle up here. And we're just going to stay seated, and we're going to name the pets that have died in the past. We want to remember and honor today. And some may have a very short list, some may have a very long list. Who would you like to name? You could just name it out loud. I named Dakota. Dakota.
Scout.
Scout.
Yorkie, our Bonnie, our Yorkshire Terrier.
Baby. Baby. Pearl.
Opie and Toby.
Opie and Toby.
And Barney.
And Barney.
Bandit.
Bandit.
Katama and Shaka,
Hmm.
both cats.
Jake.
Let's Wolfie, and Dusty.
In honor of our kids, they did get hamsters, Midnight and Moonlight, who both died by Dakota, who played very hard with them one day outside of the cage. Yeah, the holiness in those creatures. All the fish I've ever caught. The goats.
Trusty, our horse.
Trusty the horse. I think about a squirrel that old man in our neighborhood, the old retired bartender Applegate had. Charlie the squirrel, black squirrel, that would eat nuts right out of his lips.
Inky, our first dog, will chase the mailman over the fence.
Inky, the first dog, chased the mailman over the fence. And Crystal is 95, gonna be 96? 96. She's got a lot of pets to remember, but she's holding back.
I had pets in my classroom when I taught second grade, guinea pigs. Kids would take them home over the weekend and they loved it.
Their parents love sending them back. No, thank you. Abraham. Okay, Abraham.
Rover. Our cat.
The cat. Oh. All right. Well, thank you for remembering them. And this holy moment takes place here again as the dogs just simmer down. So we're gonna do our best here to get this special music and video up on the screen so we can sing along with it. The words are in your bulletin and you will know it very well. And then after that, we'll be doing a blessing of the animals. The service is designed extra short for obvious reasons. We did forego any communion this morning because of the chaos that would ensue. But we do have communion bread that we will share with everybody afterwards downstairs. So come on down with your dog and have some coffee and some treats with us, and we'll eat that communion bread and the other treats that we have that are in the shape of dog bones. So we'll do that together. I wish we could be outside again, but it's so windy. It's been windy and cold. We'll test it out. Maybe it's going to be okay. But otherwise, we'll see you downstairs, and that's how we'll adjourn. All right, are we ready? I'm going to give you my microphone so we can hear it here, and I hope it doesn't feed back. This is where I tell people to pray. Well, there's your speaker right to the right of that. Oh, there you go.
On that street, got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now. On that street's got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. down to the cats, they take off a little well on the way. The brave little dog, they parade on a holy day. And the old great fire side, go on, that's good, got a place in the fire. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, the balls are anything they got now. Listen to the top of the little bird singing on the melodies, and the high rope swinging up and down, cries over the day, and the blackbird disagrees. Singing in the night time, singing in the day, the little dog quacks her eyes away, and the hour hasn't got much to say, and the 45 clocks goes up. Oh, on lost fish, that's place in the fire. Some sing low, some sing high, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, the balls for anything they got now. It's sitting some little sun everywhere, by the house to the house in the grizzly gray, the puppy alligator and the hawk above, the slimy old weasel and the turtle dove. All lots of we've got a place to the fire. Some sing low, some sing high, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, the balls of everything they got now. All lots of we've got a place in the fire. Some sing low, some sing high, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, the balls of everything they got now.
That's great. Before we do the blessing of the animals, and then as we bless the animals, you can head down or out or up or down, wherever you want to go. But there are refreshments downstairs, please. But I want to give us a blessing for all of us humans, and in honor of creation as well. Before we bless the animals, which, by the way, we bless each other, right? It's a little arrogant to think we're going to bless the animals when they bless us every single moment of their life, you know? So it's just an acknowledgement of the relationship, but we need to actively do the blessing too. So a traditional blessing. May the blessing of light be on you, light without and light within. May the blessed sunshine shine on you and warm your heart till it glows like a great peat fire, so that the stranger may come and warm himself at it, and also a friend. Blessings to you all. All right. I'm just going to take a poll here. Would it be better to have the non-canines come first? Or would that set off the canines? That might set off the canines. So the first canine may come for a blessing. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. There's animals that are depicted on a bulletin board out in the narthex of more famous animals that we've had. And you can take a look at that out there on your way out. So thanks for putting that together. It's kind of fun. All right, Lola. Come on, Lola. We're gonna, this is Lola, a new friend. Hi, Lola. Hi, Lola. Come here, buddy. You are a blessing, Lola. And you are blessed. Would you like that? Here you go. You want a blessing treat? Bless you. Oh. Yeah. And that reminds me of all the baptisms that we used to do with cold water in the baptismal font. We wondered why the children screamed. Just warm it up and it goes better. Okay, who's next? You friendly little ones. Bless you. Oh, bless you. Oh. blessing. Yeah, you are such a blessing. Yeah, little kisses too. Oh no, there's always more. Oh. And your dog's name again? Yo-Yo. You're a blessing. You are a blessing and you are blessed. You are blessed. And your owners just love you and bless you all the time. Blessings to you. Yeah. Oh. I should get a dog treat, just kind of like you get a pork chop on your, around your neck to get the dog to play with you. There we go. All right. I'm just going to have one of these guys at hand here just in case we get a shy pup. All right, who's next? Oh. Okay. Who is next? Okay. Remind me of your dog's name again. Taika. The only Taika I've ever heard of. You are a blessing. And that treat was such a blessing, wasn't it? Yeah, you are a blessing. You are blessed. There you go, Taika. Hi, Taika. Taika wants a second blessing. Oh, yeah. They love Pastor Dave so much. Oh, look at these little ones. Okay, oh, here comes Rocky. Rocky is going to do a solo today. Rocky does a solo with me every time we see each other on the street. Yeah, there you go, Rocky. You are a blessing, little buddy. And you are blessed. You are blessed. Wow, no solo. No. Okay. You are blessed. You really are a blessing. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. You are a blessing and you are blessed. Oh, yes. Oh, it's so exciting.
I trained him to do that.
Yeah.
right.
Oh, well done, Dan. You are blessed.
Any dog can set.
He's 3 years old, can you believe it?
Oh, wow. We need a plexiglass screen here. Okay. Who is next? Oh, yes. Oh, there you are. Come here. What's this one's name? Daisy. Daisy. Hi, Daisy. What I got here for you? What I got for you, Daisy? Here you go, Daisy.
Now Rocky's at it.
Oh, Daisy, you are a blessing. You are blessed. Yeah. Oh, pick me up, Mama. Pick me up.
Please.
Pick me up, Mama.
Save me.
It's a shy blessing. All right. Who's next? Okay. We've got critters. We've got critters and we've got Willow. Yeah. Let's put her right here. Let's put her right here. Willow is the best cat on Fulham Street. Hi, Willow. Hey, kitty.
These dogs are not my friends.
No. Willow, you are a blessing. You are blessed. It's out every day, wanders the neighborhood. Yeah. Keeps Mom company. Not too happy with Mom right now.
Couldn't.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
I brought the cage in the house this morning and she ran under the bed.
All right. This one here, I imagine you can let this one out and it'll walk back to your house. How often do you have, what's the cat's name? Zoe. Is Zoe in the cage very often?
Never.
Never.
She only does it when she's going to the vet.
Hi, kitty. Hi, Zoe. Hi, kitty. Can I pick you up? Hi, this is Zoe. Hi, Zoe. Oh, there's a nice little kiss. You are a blessing and you're blessed. There you go. Oh, there you go. Better get it fast. That was a fast blessing. Get him out the door. Yeah. And before before Zoe sees the bird here coming, this has been a peaceable kingdom so far. All right. We'll get up close to that. Look at this bird. Hi, little bird. Little bird, you are a blessing. You know that? Marcia just loves you.
Get closer.
There you go. There we go. Get down like that. You are a blessing to Marcia, and you are blessed. And Dakota used to love to just sit and watch you like a TV. Was that the last bird? That's this bird. Yeah, Orzo just points at you until he falls asleep. You're a blessing. There you go. All right, did the ferret make it? No ferret? My friend with the snakes no longer lives in the state. So we've got no boa constrictors around my shoulders or my neck. Anybody else? Well, blessings to you all and blessings to your critters and to St. Francis for showing us the way, the beauty and life. You know, God comes to us all the time. There's no place you can go where God doesn't exist. And just try to get our attention, you know, always trying to get our attention. So, amen. Go in peace, serve the Lord, enjoy creation, and we'll see you downstairs for treats. Bye, everybody.